Class is in session yet again. Welcome to another edition of the He's a Hoopcast with your professor, Bread vs. Yoga, powered by AnimalHeezy.com. Please take that ass to AnimalHeezy.com and invite yourself, invite a loved one, invite a significant other, invite a side bitch, maybe not at the same time, invite a pet to betterness. And at this time, I always want to, like I always do, I want to give a dedication to my OG, my big homie Kahuna, and RIP to my nigga Ray Jugo Cool. Hey, nigga, we shouting that to the end time, nigga. But yeah, man, I'm on it like this, man. I finally got one with a quick turnaround, bruh. Wizards was in Golden State last night, and I'm already here with the pod, bruh. And spoiler alert, nigga, I'm probably gonna be talking way more about the Warriors than I am the Wizards, because the Wizards didn't even show me, enough to break down. I mean, I can't break down this ass whooping. Like, if you just look how they took this part of the ass whooping, like, I don't think it really works like that. So, yeah, nigga, I be talking more about the Warriors. The Wizards are like 4th in the East and shit, decent team, but the Warriors is such an amazing squad, just such a legendary squad that, they'll make teams that are in the playoff hunt and contenders in their own respective conference or wherever the fuck you're actually a contender at, make them look like they don't know what they doing. Like, the offense look bad, the defense look bad, but I think it's just all a testament of how well constructed of a team top to bottom Golden State is and shit, so shit, all I could really say about Washington was, I don't know how these niggas are still going for the Steph pump fake. The whole Steph run in on transition, pull up at the 3-point line, pump fake, oh, you jump for it, oh, side step, open shot, splash. Let me tell you why they keep falling for it, though. Because the one nigga who was smart enough to anticipate it, Marcin Gortat, caught him on the baseline, tried to close out on him. Steph pump fake. Gortat was like, I seen that shit before, so I'm not going for the fake. He tried to anticipate the side scroll, step to the side, and what happened when he anticipated the fake? He got faked out again. That's why niggas just go ahead and go for the first one, because when you go for the second one, you end up becoming a highlight of shit. And people are using this as a further demonstration of why Steph is so fucking awesome. The awesome lethality of Steph Curry. And I'm one of those people too. I'm using it to make my case too, that y'all nigga gotta just stop hating on Steph, man. He was the best player in the world last year. Maybe his star is falling off a little bit from considering him as the best player in the world, but this nigga is still really good. And you can't be no real basketball fan hating on Steph, bro. You can't be, especially if you're taking up for Russell Westbrook and his blowtorch ways. But this is just the opinion of one basketball fan, man. I'm not an analyst. I'm not an employee of ESPN or Fox Sports, man. I'm just a nigga that rap good and get tired of rapping all the time and shit. So I just get another creative outlet with some other shit that I love. But anywho, yeah, so shout out to the Warriors in them fucking jerseys they got this year, nigga. I ain't seen them shits. It's like a little hybrid of what they got going on now with the throwback Chris Mullin, Tim Hardaway era Warriors jerseys and shit. Them motherfuckers is very fresh. And my best money making Mitch voice, I'ma need me one of those for real, like them the ones. But let's see what we got here. So it's on to this Warrior talk now, man. I noticed something interesting, man. Second quarter, man. Golden State goes to a lineup with Iguodala, Matt Barnes, David West, Klay Thompson, and Ian Clark. They go to a lineup with no point guard, and I guess you could say Ian Clark is the de facto point guard But not really. If you got Ian Clark out there, there's no point guard out there because he's not trusted with any ball handling duties, any playmaking duties. This nigga is actually not allowed to do anything with the ball beyond center court logo extended. As soon as you cross that logo, I saw him give the ball up to David West. They do a lot of high screen and rolls and shit, you know. But I think it's still interesting that you could try out a lineup in a serious NBA game and shit with no ass point guard and still, you know, not lose any of your lead, not lose any of your edge. Another testament of how great that team is. This motherfucking game ended with the type of lowbrow ending that I like, man, with a Brandon Jennings getting a flagrant foul on JaVale McGee while he's shooting a 3 bars. That was an awesome little reward for somebody who actually watched the game all the way through to 3-0 and shit, you know, to see nigga two-hand push a nigga out of bounds while he trying to shoot a 3 while the team is up by 40 million points and shit. But JaVale McGee responded to it all and said, "I'm glad Brandon Jennings fouled me. I was about to airball that 3. And this is just another installment of the love-hate relationship I've developed with JaVale McGee, because you gotta love that honesty, you gotta love that candor, a nigga that can tell the truth and be honest with himself and be honest with himself in front of millions of people and shit. But it's that same nigga who took that away from us on Shaq and the Fool and shit, because that shit was supposed to be on Shaq and the Fool. But JaVale has robbed us. He has robbed America of these opportunities to laugh with him and laugh at him, being all sensitive and shit. You know what the fuck is going on, JaVale. You said you was glad he fouled you because you was about to airball that 3. Like, you know you play like an asshole sometimes. Why are you getting all sensitive about it and shit? That shit still whack. And I never know how to feel about that nigga. But, anywho, hilarious shit. It was one play where Iggy's on a fast break, and I think it's like 1-on-2. So he gets to the rack and whips the ball backwards behind him to Steph on the 3-point line, who hits the open 3. I've never seen shit like that, man. That shit is insane. Y'all niggas just gotta stop fronting on this Warriors team, bro. They here for real, bro. They here for motherfucking real, bro. They is not for play, bro. That win brings them, the win against the Wizards brings them to 63-14, and they outscoring opponents by an average of 12 a night. I only use stats to make my point, but just imagine though, it's almost like saying anytime they play anybody, you can expect them to win by 12 points, which isn't necessarily a blowout, but you wasn't close either and shit. And that's every night, like an average of 12 a night. So fuck all these narratives and shit, man. Don't get caught up goddamn listening to Undisputed and First Take, or even just listening to these assholes on the internet. You need to listen to your nigga that's gonna guide you in the right direction, man, and guide you to betterness, nigga, and give it to you how you need it, nigga. Trust me, believe in me. You know what I'm saying? This team is gorgeous. They got the hottest young talent. Steph, Clay, and Draymond, the triple-double machine, who ended the night with 11, 12, and 13. I think 11 points, 12 assists, 13 rebounds. Nigga. And then they got grown men on the squad. Solid niggas like David West, Andre Iguodala, and Sean Livingston. And not just some random old niggas that get better from simply being around a great player, like being on the court with LeBron, like the Cavs do. I still think the Warriors like one solid player away from being like the greatest team of all time, man. If they could just have one more player come in and shit, that was great. Oh shit, they got Kevin Durant coming back. Well, fuck me running. This might be the greatest squad of Okay, I forgot to turn on Do Not Disturb, man. I'm bullshitting. But this team is so good that they went 63-14 with Zaza Pachulia and JaVale McGee man in the middle with help from Draymond Green, like kind of cleaning up their bullshit and shit. But they went 63-14 with Zaza Pachulia and JaVale McGee. What other team could have did that? Could the 96 Bulls have gone 72-12? I mean 72-10 with Zaza and JaVale, bro? You think so, bro? I do think that will kind of hurt them in the playoffs. But if Kevin Durant can come back healthy enough and not look rusty or not feel rushed, I think it probably won't even matter who's in the middle, because they got so much flanked and they do so much motion that it kind of don't even matter the same way having liabilities in the middle would matter previously, historically in the NBA. It seems like the Spurs, if the Spurs was like actually exciting and shit, it's like an exciting version of the Spurs. Like, if you're not a basketball X's and O's type of person, this team can still excite you, because I feel like if you're an X's and O's type of person, the Spurs do kind of excite you and shit. But if you more casual and not really X's and O's type motherfucker, then they got the X's and O's and the oohs and the ahs. You feel me? Like, in this squad, they know where all of their teammates are at all times on offense and defense. These niggas are highly trained assassins, and they have light-skinned masks on to fool you into thinking this is some cocoa butter, waffle batter colored shit, bullshit going on. These niggas are trained assassins, and Steph is a fucking robot, bruh. Like, Steph has all of the ballsiness, the sheer spunk of like a nigga that just wanna tear some hoes up in the rec center intramural league and shit. But the nigga mechanics is so sound, bruh. The nigga mechanics is so solid. Everything from his ball handling to his step back is mechanical, bruh. His shot is mechanical, bruh. This nigga is trained up. Like, he finishes left hand, right hand. He's not just a shooter. Y'all act like he just a shooter with a cheap game and shit. Just some light-skinned nigga that can shoot good and shit. This nigga is breaking niggas down off the dribble. This nigga is finishing left hand, right hand. If he's facing the goal, if he's facing the other goal, like, he's finishing regardless. There is hardly any weakness in this game other than just his size. Like, y'all, if you claim to be a real basketball fan and you hating on the Warriors, just admit that you don't like the Warriors, but don't act like this team ain't brilliant. Don't act like all of these niggas don't know where all of their teammates are at any given time. Don't act like this ain't a well-oiled machine. Don't act like this ain't one of the greatest offenses ever constructed. To just see that shit in motion is a thing of beauty. What the fuck? And goddamn, man, Sean Livingston out there, old ass nigga, man. Goddamn, I seen this nigga catch a reverse half court lob and shit from Draymond. He tried to tip slam that he got hung on, but I love the spunk. Hey, if he start feeling any more bouncy than he already does, nigga, the Warriors become that much more dangerous, because, like, on my last pod, I just said, like, he's one of the most integral pieces of the offense and shit, being a 6'7" point guard that can shoot over most of the people that's guarding him, and he could get in the paint and be more of a paint presence than probably, or be just as much of a paint presence as Zaza or JaVale McGee goofy asses. But how does Steve Kerr get this team, bro? You know what I'm saying? How do you have a ready-made juggernaut to just fine-tune and shit and turn into a killing squad? And, along the way, though, everything got to fall in place. You need Steph and Klay to be together and shit. But how do you draft Klay and keep him to go with Steph, who you keep over Monte Ellis? Because there's at least 20 teams in the league that would have kept Monte Ellis over Steph Curry, especially with the fan factor that was going on back then. How does that happen? I don't know. Drop the conspiracy music. Either way, I'm running out of time, but the moral of the story is, bruh, get the hate out your heart, bruh. If you want to hate on the Warriors, just say you don't like them, but don't say they ain't good, nigga. Fuck all that dumb shit. Animal, heezy.com.